Anna walked home from the local shop. The sky was a dull, heavy gray. Rain threatened to fall at any moment. It felt like a completely normal Tuesday afternoon, or so she initially thought before everything changed. She carried her groceries in a reusable bag: milk, a loaf of bread, a carton of eggs, simple, everyday things, mundane items for a mundane life. She hummed a little tune under her breath, a catchy song she had heard on the radio earlier. She felt calm, peaceful even. That feeling, however, was about to shatter. Her ordinary life was on the verge of becoming extraordinary, in the worst possible way. She finally reached her small terraced house. Her key was already in her hand. Then she saw it, tucked neatly under the worn coir doormat. A small, crisp white envelope. There was no name written on it, no address, no stamp, just a plain, unassuming white envelope. Her heart gave an odd little jump inside her chest. This was strange. Very strange. She never received mail delivered like this. Who on earth would leave an unmarked letter at her door? She bent down and picked it up slowly, cautiously. The paper felt thin between her fingers, almost empty, but it seemed to hold a heavy, unspoken weight. Inside the envelope, there was a single, folded piece of cheap paper. Her hands trembled slightly as she unfolded it. She had a bad feeling about this. The words on the paper were typed, cold, impersonal, stark against the white. "I know what you did last summer. I know your secret." Anna froze completely. Her blood turned to ice in her veins. Only one other person in the entire world knew that story. Or at least she had thought only one other person knew. Her deepest, darkest secret. The one terrible thing she had buried so long ago. Now it was here, typed on this paper, threatening to surface. How could anyone possibly know? It was utterly impossible. She had never told a single soul, absolutely no one. Except for Mark, of course, her ex-boyfriend from years ago. But he was long gone from her life. He had moved far away, to another country, years ago. They hadn't spoken a word since their messy breakup. Panic began to rise within her, a tight, cold knot forming in her stomach. Who was this anonymous stranger? Who knew her most guarded secret? And more importantly, what did they want from her now? This was not going to end well. Anna tried her best to ignore the sinister note. She crumpled it up and threw it deep into the kitchen bin, buried it under coffee grounds and vegetable peelings, but she couldn't forget the chilling words. They echoed relentlessly in her mind, playing on a loop. "I know what you did." Sleep did not come easily to her that night, or the next. Every unexpected shadow in her small house seemed to move with intent. Every creak of the old floorboard sounded like a stealthy footstep approaching. The secret she had guarded for so long was alive again. It was actively haunting her, stalking her waking thoughts and her dreams. She felt its cold